Hello! Welcome to Storytime. I am Miss Lisa from the Tangipahoa Parish Library. Today we are reading the book Waiting for the Biblioburro by Monica Brown, illustrated by John Para. The publisher is Tricycle Press. September is Hispanic Heritage Month and Library Card Sign-Up Month. This book has both of those things in it because our special Biblioburro is going to carry some library books to children. So, I really also want to tell you, please come down to the library in September for Library Card Sign-Up Month because we're having some really fun activities happening and we really want you to get your library card so you can check out really cool books like these and do a million other things. You're going to love having a library card. It will be so fun. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and talk about this special type of library, and it moves. This is a clue. Okay, let's get started. Waiting for the Biblioburro. On a hill behind a tree, there is a house. In the house, there is a bed, and on the bed, there is a little girl named Anna, fast asleep. She is dreaming about the world outside and beyond the hill. When Anna wakes up to the rooster's Poppy is already at work on the farm, and Mammy is busy in the garden and bathes her little brother and feeds the goats and collects the eggs to sell to the market. After breakfast, Anna and her mother walk down the hill. Anna closes her eyes against the sun, and she wishes she was back in the cool of the house with her libro, her book. In Spanish, libro means book. Anna has read her book, her only one book. So many times she knows it by heart. The book was a gift from her teacher for working so hard on her reading and writing. But last fall, her teacher moved far, far away, and now there was no one to teach Anna and the other children in her village. So Anna just has this one book and she reads it over and over because it's all she's got. So at night, on her bed, in the house on the hill, Anna makes her own cuentos. Cuentos are stories. And tells the stories to her little brother to help him fall asleep. She tells him stories about make-believe creatures that live in the forest and the mountains and the sea. She wishes for new stories to read, but her teacher with the books has gone. Poor Anna. Maybe something good will happen. Let's find out. One morning, Anna wakes up to the sound of tap, 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 clip, clop, and a loud aye, aye, aye. When Anna looks down the hill below her house, she sees a man with a sign that reads Biblioburro. With the man, there are two burros. And what are they carrying? Let's find out. Libros! Books! Anna runs down the hill to the man with the sign and the burros and the books. The other children run to him too, skipping down the hills and stomping through the fields. Who are you? Who are they? The children ask. The man says, I am a librarian, a bibliotecario, and these are my burros, Alpha and Beto. Welcome to the Biblioburro, my biblioteca. Biblioteca is Spanish for library. But Senor, Anna says, I thought libraries were only in big cities and buildings. Not this one, said the librarian. This is a moving library. Then he spreads out his books and invites the children to join him under a tree. Once upon a time, the librarian begins, sharing the story of an elephant who swings from a spider's web. He reads from books with beautiful pictures then helps the little ones learn their abecedario. He sings A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Finally, he says, now it's your turn. Pick out books, and in a few weeks, I will be back to collect them and bring you new ones. Me too? Asks Anna. Especially you, says the librarian with a smile. So many cuentos! While Alpha and Beto chomp the sweet grass under the tree, Anna picks up book after book and finds pink dolphins and blue butterflies and castles and fairies and talking lions and magic carpets. Someone should write a story about your burrows, Anna tells the librarian, rubbing Alpha's nose and feeding more grass to Beto. Why don't you? He asked. Then he packs up the books and he is off. Enjoy, he calls to the children. I'll be back. Anna runs up the hill. Oh, she runs. She runs to her house, hugging the books to her chest. She can't wait to share her books with her brother. And that night, she read until she couldn't keep her eyes open any longer. Each morning, Anna does her chores and reads and looks out her window. She listens for the sounds of Alpha and Beta, but weeks pass and the librarian doesn't return. When will he come back? She asks her mother, who smiles and says, Go read, Anna. When will he come back? She asks her mother, who smiles and says, Go draw, Anna. When will he come back? She asks, and her mother, who smiles, says, Go write, Anna. When will he come back? And asks her mother, who finally says, Go to bed, Anna. One night, Anna dreams she is flying over her country on a butterfly's back. In her dream, she crosses mountains and oceans and rivers and jungles, bringing stories everywhere she goes. Stories fly from her mouth and fingers like magic falling onto the hands of the children waiting below. When Anna wakes up, she misses Alpha and Beto and the Biblioburro's books. She remembers that the librarian told her they could write a book, and so with paper and string and colored pencils, she does. Finally, just when Anna thinks she'll never see Biblioburro again, she wakes up to the "Aye!" and children yelling. She runs down the hill with her library books and a special surprise of her very own. I wrote this cuento for you, she says. Que bueno, the librarian says, and then he reads her story to the children under the tree. When it's time to go, Anna's book is packed carefully on the burro's back, ready to be carried away over the hills and through the fields, and to another child who is asleep on a bed in a house on a hill behind a tree, dreaming of Alpha and Beto and all the new stories the Biblioburro will bring. The end. Also, guys, this is based on a true story, so I hope you can look into that some more and enjoy having a wonderful day. And don't forget, come to the library in September. Get your library card. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out. I'm a special teapot, this is true. Here's an example of what I can do. I can change my handle and my spout. Tip me over and pour me out. Yay!